How you doing, guys, and welcome to another review. And this is a very no frills review of this Philips 4K TV. I'm going to try and make this as short as possible and tell you how I ended up here from my the Hitachi. Okay, so the model we're looking at is the 49PUS7502/05, and I'm going to give you a quick look over the television. So this TV cost me $479 from AO.com, and you can pick it up for $499 in most places, but AO had a sign-up offer. When you sign in with a new account, you get a £20 voucher. So I use that. After that, sign up with the Philips website, register the product, and they give you another year warranty, so you get 2 years. Okay, so I recommend doing that. Okay, so this is apparently a top-end model from last year. I don't really care about this year, last year, whatever, as long as it has the basic features what I like. I'm not really interested in all that kind of stuff. You know, I'm still using an iPhone 7 Plus, for God's sake. But anyway, first of all, let's go over the build. So the stand is made of metal, solid metal. That is a heavy duty stand. There's nothing cheap about that stand at all. But considering the TV, again, like I said, was about $1,000 last year and half price now, I can see why they've gone for this kind of material. They've got a sound bar that goes all the way along the front, which provides excellent quality sound. The edging of the television is made out of plastic. It's like some sort of thick plastic, like what Samsung use, but it's giving it that brushed sort of aluminium sort of look. So it looks pretty decent, quite thick. You know, people might say it's quite thick in today's standards, but you know what? You know, I don't care about that. All I focus on mainly is software and picture quality. Round the back, we have the three-sided ambilight, so that goes all the way around. And we've got a sub built in the middle here as well, so it gives it a nice deep tones. All of this stuff here is made out of proper metal. Only this piece here is made out of plastic, so the build quality on this is very high, and in fact it's higher than most of the other TVs which I looked at in store. So I'm going to quickly try and break down now how I got into this. Right, so you know I had that Hitachi. That Hitachi was absolutely fantastic. Whatever people say about this Vestel thing and they're rubbish and it's whatever. That Hitachi was bloody fantastic. The picture processing on standard def was just amazing. It was so clean, and I haven't seen a TV like that. And I'm talking about very expensive televisions. It was just absolutely amazing. HD, 4K, amazing again. Sound quality, alright, it wasn't great, but you know what, whatever. Picture quality, let's focus on that. So anyway, so I got rid of that TV because, as I said in that video, it was a stopgap until I get the TV that I wanted. I was working for Panasonic. I've worked for Panasonic for many years, off and on. I just recently left again, and the TV I had my eyes on for the bedroom was the 58EX700. I got it home, you know, set it all up. Everything seemed to be fine at first, just like the ones in the store. They seemed to look absolutely amazing. And I started to notice I was getting some dirty black issues and some weird sort of colour changing issues on Netflix. I went into the front room, tested the front room one, none of that at all. So I realised there was a problem with the television. Went online, digged around a bit, and it seems other people have had it. They've had their screen replaced or they've changed the whole television. I haven't got time to go through all that. So the TV had to go back. And then I started looking again, and then I came across this model here. People said, you know, that this one is pants. Philips is owned by a company called TAP or TPA or something like that. You know what? After what they said about the Vestel and Hitachi and all that kind of stuff, I'm not going to listen. I would rather just see what you know. The Hitachi completely changed my mind about televisions. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I bought this one, and so far it's been absolutely fantastic. The remote control, you get like a normal remote on one side, and then you've got the keyboard on the other side. Don't really use the keyboard much, but I suppose it could be handy for some people. So let's get into the television now. So this television on the Philips website says it has a 100 Hertz panel. Compared to the Panasonic and most other TVs that you'll buy at a much higher price, most of them have 60 Hertz panels. This has a 100 Hertz panel. But I did also read that it has a 120 Hertz panel, and I'm more likely inclined to believe it's a 120 Hertz panel. The HDR is a proper 10-bit panel as well, so it does proper HDR, not like most of the other TVs we have, which is 8-bit and FRC. Upscaling basically 4K. It does a proper, the HDR. It does a proper HDR, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I can't gripe about it. It's an IPS panel, in-plane switching, good from different angles, but blacks are not that deep. VA is much better, but you have to look at them from head on and you get a nice deep colours. Well, I'm happy to say that in this television, you get some fantastic colours. It is absolutely amazing. Now, I'm going to go to that same clip I showed you on Netflix because I want you to see how that looks over here. Hey Google, Netflix.
All right, turning on the Netflix.
And let's go to that same scene that I was watching on Residue. Right, let me just go back a little bit. On the Panasonic, there was a lot of pixelation, like dirty blacks there, like banding issues. I'm not sure if you saw it, but trust me, take my word for it. It was really bad. On this one, you don't see any of that. You just get a nice clean picture, no banding or anything like that at all. It's just nice. On his jacket, it looks nice. Everything is just perfect, and the colors are deep. It's rich. Trust me, this recording is not doing it any justice. I'm getting a lot of reflection here. It's not doing it any justice. And then going through the Netflix menu, there's none of that weird color switching kind of stuff going on. And I knew that there was a problem with the TV or the way it's handling Netflix or something like that, because my front room TV, which is also Panasonic, does not do that at all. It's absolutely mint. Let me show you some YouTube now. Hey Google, open YouTube.
Sure, playing recommended YouTube videos on TV.
Now, again, I know you're watching this from a computer screen or whatever, but trust me, the detailing is absolutely amazing. It is just crazy. Obviously, you can see the ambilight going on there. It just looks so beautiful in person, trust me. I know what people mean about IPS, VA, OLED. I understand the different technologies. And like I said, me personally, I prefer a VA panel. But this one is just absolutely doing wonders for me right now. I love it. The detailing all the way up the street. When you look at the top, right at the top of the street, just up here, you can see all the people walking past, and it's just absolutely crisp. That is my just overall thoughts on this television. The good parts. Now I'm going to tell you a couple of bad parts. The only thing I don't like about this TV is that the standard def picture processing is very soft. Hey Google, Freeview.
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
God's sake, it's like a bloody child. Well, you know when you're trying to ask a child to do something, or your pet to do something in front of your family, and it doesn't want to do it. This is what it's like, and this is why I'm probably going to switch back to Alexa anyway. But let me try this again. Hey Google, Freeview.
All right, turning the Freeview on.
Thank you. So yeah, the picture processing, it looks decent again on this camera, but me looking at it now, it is quite soft. This isn't a HD channel or anything like that, but the picture is quite soft. I'm looking at it now. Also, this doesn't have it doesn't have a HD Freeview tuner. So channels BBC HD, ITV HD, there's none of that on there. So you're gonna have to watch the standard def. Luckily for me, that's okay. I don't watch much TV, but some of you might miss that. You can still watch things like the World Cup and etc. in 4K using the BBC iPlayer, but just letting you know. It has FreeSat if you want to go down that route, so that's entirely up to you as well. Okay, so what you might have noticed is that the TV has some sort of Android integration. So you can see the Android, it's Android TV. You can see how fast it is. It's absolutely mad fast. It's a quad-core processor, Android 6, and it works so much better than the Sony models, which I've tested in store myself. It'll blow them out of the water. With the Sony, you're gonna have to make a lot of adjustments to make it work properly. With this one, you don't really need to. Okay, finally, because it's Android TV, you can do most things, sideload apps and put all your bits and pieces on there that you want. It does work okay with Google Home, but there's a lot of things you still can't do, like saying things like, hey, so-and-so, open Netflix, Luke Cage or whatever. It says, sorry, I'm not programmed for to do that with Android TV yet. So obviously that will work with Chromecast, but not here, which is a bit of a bummer. Yeah, that's probably about the only thing I can say. Yeah, that in terms of Google TV, but it's snappy. It's really snappy. Works well out of the box. You don't really need to make any adjustments to get any speed boosts or anything on the Android TV. It just works very well. Okay guys, so this video is probably gone into over 10 minutes now, probably going to be one of the longest videos I've done. I hope I've covered the basics. Is it a buy? 100%. You're going to get a premium television at a very low cost with very good performance, gaming, you know, with a good, it's got 120 hertz panel. Again, I stand to be corrected on that one, you know, because the specs say it's 100 hertz, but then other specs say it's 120. It's going to be very good for gaming, everything else. Let me know in the comments anything that you found which I've said may be wrong, or anything you agree with, or anything you need to know or you want me to test. I'm more than happy. I'm sure I've left quite a few things out, but just give me a shout, guys. Thank you. Bye.